Good morning, Kathleen and Jim and Christopher and Laura and Jan Davis, Barbara and Helen, Nan, Kimberly and Cindy, Bruce, Doris, Joseph and Nikki, Jeffrey, welcome to our 6 a.m. Pacific Time daily devotion practice. It's wonderful to see where everyone is joining from. We have guests from Tasmania and Bhutan and Australia and Canada. And it's wonderful to see where you're joining from and to understand that we are a web of connectivity, spiritual community practicing together. We're using 365 Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes, who is the founder of the organization known as Centers for Spiritual Living. And we've been going since the beginning of the year. So if you're using the print book, you can see now we're halfway through, which is quite gratifying. And tomorrow will be the beginning of a new month. I'm using the Kindle version. And today's reading for the 30th is titled, "An inspiration within me guides me aright, in the right way, on the right path." And sometimes the readings include a little mini lesson before it gets to the affirmative style language, where Dr. Holmes is explaining his point of view. And oftentimes he includes phrases that are from the Jewish Testament and the Christian Testament, because he grew up in that environment. He doesn't always say where he's getting the phrase from. So if you're not Jewish and you're not Christian, then these phrases will not immediately be obvious to you where they're from. So I'll try to remember to mention them from time to time. And then what Dr. Holmes does is he explains these scriptural references from his own understanding, which is very much what I encourage myself and you to do, to read a thing and explain it from your perspective as a way of making it deeply personal and meaningful. So one of the phrases that he uses today is the secret place of the Most High. The secret place of the Most High is a phrase from Psalm 91. Let's get the King James version of that. It's using the literary convention of the male form, so I will adjust it as I go along. "They who dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in God I will trust. Surely God shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. God shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. A buckler is it's a shield. And so it goes on to explain all of the many ways that the one who dwells in the secret place of the Most High is preferentially benefited in this world. So secret place, it means it's difficult to find, not immediately obvious to other people, something that you have to consciously seek out. And dwelling in means to me that we remain there or constantly return to it. So when I read the phrase dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, I think of our practice. Returning to and remaining in that place that takes an act of choice to align with. So he explains it further as we get to it. So let's hear the introduction, the mini lesson. The disciple John tells us that God is a spirit, and they that worship God must worship God in spirit and in truth. That's a direct quote from the Christian Testament. Wonderful indeed is this conception of the union of all life, which Jesus proclaimed in the ecstasy of his illumination. I and the Father are one. All cause and all effect proceed from the invisible Spirit. Humankind is one with this Spirit and cannot be separated from it. Our word, which means our prayer, has power because our word is the action of God through our thought. So that's the introduction, and here's the contemplative practice. I invite you to settle in, get situated. I like to use my breathing as a point of reference. Today, right now, through this practice, I clear my vision and I purify my thought so that it becomes a mirror reflecting inspiration directly from the secret place of the Most High, which is at the center of my own being. I do this clarifying and purifying. I do it by quiet contemplation without strenuous effort, but by learning to fast or withdraw from negativity and to feast upon affirmation, the affirmation of spiritual realization. Through my practice, I become confident that as I move through the world and the confusion in it, that I am dwelling in the secret place of the Most High. And so I walk today in the light of divine love. Today I am guided from within so that I know exactly what to do and exactly how to do it. There is an inspiration within me that governs me, governs my actions, governs my thinking, causes me to be certain and have conviction, and inspires me to move peacefully through the world. Today, I dwell in the secret place of the Most High within me. And in doing so, I unlock the spiritual treasures that are available, and I use them to express goodness, kindness, connection, empathy, and help in the world. And so it is. Thank you very much for joining this morning, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. And thank you in advance to all those who share this broadcast with friends so that we may embrace and include everyone who desires to practice daily. Thank you.